Hello, everybody. Welcome to Read This Next. We want to help you find your next favorite book with suggestions for titles on different topics. Our focus this month is book club reads. The fantastic thing about a book club discussion is that you get to enjoy the same book from many different points of view. This month, we have titles that will provide hours of engaging conversation. So why not introduce your group to an unforgettable story? Shall we begin? We're going to start off with an old-fashioned book whose quirky characters will charm almost anyone. The Whistling Season by Ivan Doig. In 1909 Montana, a widowed farmer hires a housekeeper who, according to her response to his classified ad, can't cook but doesn't bite. The family and the town meet Rose and her tag-along brother Morris. Morris becomes the new school teacher and transforms a one-room schoolhouse into an unforgettable learning adventure. If you love stories based on historical events, try Band of Sisters by Lauren Willig. Former scholarship student Kate Moran learned a lot while attending Smith College, and not all of it was good. So she has no interest in volunteering for the Smith College Relief Unit. She has to make a living, not go off to France to help the refugees of World War I. But her former best friend convinces her to join the group, and they set sail for Europe in August 1917. For another story about unexpected consequences, try Miss Benson's Beetle by Rachel Joyce. It's 1950, and 46-year-old Marjorie Benson has had it. She's going to stop settling for scraps and live the life she wants, a life of discovery and adventure. So she's going off to New Caledonia in the South Pacific in search of a possibly mythical golden beetle. All she needs is a French-speaking companion to translate for her. But fun-loving Enid is the opposite of what she expected. For another story about a woman transforming her life, try The Henna Artist by Alka Joshi. Lakshmi arrives in Jaipur in the years after India's independence, seeking her own freedom from an abusive marriage. And she succeeds at creating a new life. But she has to face the consequences of her decisions when her husband tracks her down and she meets the younger sister she never knew she had. For another story about lives transformed by secrets, try The Fountains of Silence by Ruta Sepetys. Daniel Matheson, the 18-year-old son of an American oil tycoon, wants to be a photojournalist. On a trip to sunny Spain in 1957, his hobby introduces him to Anna, a hotel maid. Their meeting and his photos pull him beneath the surface Madrid shows to tourists to reveal a city in its third decade of fascist dictatorship. If you love stories that allow you to enter glamorous lives, try Summer Darlings by Brooke Leah Foster. In 1962, Hetty Winsome plans to become a screenwriter as soon as she finishes college. So she jumps at the chance to work as a nanny on Martha's Vineyard for Ted and Jean Rose Williams, a jet-set couple with 2 small children. Hetty befriends their housekeeper, Grace, as well as a movie star spending the summer on the island. But everything comes crashing down when Jean Rose accuses Hetty and Grace of stealing. If you love complex stories told from multiple points of view, try A Good Neighborhood by Therese Ann Fowler. When local success story Brad Whitman moves in next door, ecologist Valerie Alston Holt is already prepared to dislike him, since his new home threatens an oak tree on her property. When Valerie files a lawsuit against him, Brad retaliates by using his connections to trump up charges against Valerie's teen son, who has begun a relationship with Brad's daughter. If you like suspenseful stories with well-developed characters, try American Spy by Lauren Wilkinson. Marie Mitchell grew up as the daughter of a police officer, but her FBI career is going nowhere. When the CIA recruits her to help win the Cold War by entrapping the new leader of a small African nation, she agrees. But the better she plays her new role, the less she trusts her handlers. For a legal thriller featuring flawed characters, try The Holdout by Graham Moore. 10 years ago, Maya Seal convinced her fellow jurors to acquit a defendant on trial for murder. Now, she's a defense attorney, but that case still haunts her. Most of the other jurors now regret the verdict. One of them has been murdered, and Maya is a suspect. If you love suspending disbelief to follow a thought-provoking story to its conclusion, try Faye Far Away by Helen Fisher. British housewife Faye grew up without her mother, who died when she was 7. But an old box of toys has the power to take her back in time to when she was 6, where she gets to know her mother as a fellow adult. Faye hasn't told her husband what she's doing, and she can't tell her mother who she really is. But she also can't risk losing what she's found. That's it. Those are our titles for today. We hope you enjoy these selections. All of today's titles are available digitally through the library's website. For more reading suggestions, call the Crystal Lake Public Library. Thank you so much for making us part of your day, and remember to keep reading.